we go, and we are live. How's it going, everyone? Hope you guys are doing well. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. And so this is going to be different. It's a little bit different here. Hopefully, you guys can see me. I position myself just right. So yeah, this is it's kind of the podcast, but it's not. It's Griff Talks Live. I'm gonna be talking to you guys, and yeah, it's just gonna be a little kind of chill Q&A. You guys can ask me anything you want. But just I guess something to start off with. I just wanted to talk for a moment about Noah Gragson and his little pen stunt where on Twitter he decided to throw out the pen emoji, and we all thought that he was going to drive the 48 car next year. We all thought that that he was going to go to the 48 car, but we all were bamboozled. And so now because of that, he's going to be making merch, and he's going to be making pens with shirts and making pens, and yeah, I think it's good stuff. So if you guys want to go ahead and ask questions, start the conversation, you guys are more than welcome to. We got Freedomator in here. Yo, Racing Fan 99. Hi. The News. Hi. Motorsports Fan 17. Hello. Hello there. Freedomator. Hi. Going good. How about you? I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right on this Saturday here. Just kind of figuring things out. Worked out earlier this morning. Did some squats, some incline press. Did some bunch of weightlifting stuff. If you guys know anything about weightlifting, yeah, it's fun stuff for sure. So yeah, things are going all right. Yeah, that was one stunt. That one stunt was genius. Gotta love the pen of Noah Gragson for sure. Hopefully you guys did check out the previous video that I made on Friday, and that explains more in depth as to why. Here, I'm gonna turn this up here. That kind of explains why I've made some of the changes I've made. Hold on one second. Of course I had to have my fan on. Okay. If you guys heard a whirring noise, that was a fan over on the side. So, yeah, Motorsports Fan 17 said that was masterful clickbait from Gragson. Yeah, it was. We were fooled, and honestly, I hope that or no, I mean, I was hoping at the time that Gragson was going to drive the 48 car. And there was a Twitter account, I'm trying to remember what it was, like NASCAR Rumor Center, who said, and he was pretty much right, saying that no one was going to change in the 9 Xfinity car. And I was like, why do you have to ruin the fun? It's like you have to ruin the fun. And I don't know, I just, because my, what if gears were turning, and it's like, oh man, if Gragson's going to be in the 48, then who's going to be the 9 car? And no, unfortunately, that did not happen. So, yeah, as I said, this is an AMA, so ask me anything. And, yeah, this is kind of like a pre-race show to a degree. So if you guys don't like seeing the NBC coverage or whatever the case may be, you want, like, some, like a show, I don't know, go ahead and ask away. So, let's see, we got a question here from Racing Fan 89. Who do you think gets the final 3 playoff spots at Daytona? My hope is DiBenedetto gets one. I think it's so bad that he is about to be cut off, because like throughout the entire season, like he's been in there pretty confidently. But ever since we got back because of COVID, things just didn't really necessarily work out for him. So DiBenedetto hopefully gets in. I think Johnson will get in. I don't think he'll win tonight, but I think by some weird luck, I think he will get in. And then lastly, I think the last driver, who do I think will possibly might win here? You know what? I'm gonna go on a limb and I'm gonna say Stenhouse. Ricky Stenhouse somehow will come out of nowhere and he will win. I think Blaney will give Stenhouse a run for his money, but I think Stenhouse will be that wild card and he will get into the final playoff spot, and thus William Byron will not be in the playoffs this year. So, yeah, let's see. The News says, ooh, nice. The News also says, I think he might end up as Kurt Busch's replacement down the road. Oh, for Noah Gragson? I could see that. I could see that. Number one, Noah Gragson car, or a different number because you gotta have your own like identities, if you will. Let's see here. Motorsports Fan 17. Honestly, I want to see an older veteran in the 48 that isn't a rookie. Okay, okay. Well, I mean, Eric Jones is like 24 years old, so probably not him, is what you're thinking. Um, I'm trying to think. Yeah, and then there's Kyle Larson is an option as well. He could be in the 48 car. Who are some other drivers that you might want to see in the 48? Just out of curiosity. Just go ahead and throw some names out there. We'll see here. Hi, I like donuts. I like your username. I'm glad you like donuts so much. Freedomator says, I really think Jones gets to 48. Yeah, and I talked about this in last week with Noah and Alex and Jetman. I believe what I said was I believe Eric Jones will be in the 48, but I do want to see someone else in the 48s. Whether that is either Corey LaJoie, Bubba Wallace, or someone else. I don't know. Like Eric Jones, there's something about him that just doesn't vibe with me, and I don't know what it is about him. Like I mean, he seems like a cool guy, but I don't know. Something just doesn't really vibe with me with that. So. Anyway, as I said before, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and throw them into the chat here so we can continue this good old conversation. Let's see. Let's see, what do you guys got here? Want to see an older veteran of 48. Freedomator, I really think Jones. Oh, yeah, you already said that. At least I hope so. More Sports Fan 17, Chris Buescher. Yeah, you, of course, yeah, you're the big Chris Buescher fan. Yeah, hopefully Roush can do some good here in the future. I would like to see that. Hopefully he can do some good, and like Roush as a whole, because it's so sad how like that team did so well like 15 years ago, where you had 5 cars in the chase, but now you have 2 cars that are barely like staying afloat. So I don't know. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. Let's see. I like donuts says, I really have a feeling that Cole Custer is going to win tonight. You think so? Do you think he'll get a second career win tonight? All right. I predict that Cole Custer will be in a crash tonight. I don't think it'll be a big one, but I definitely don't think he'll finish the race. And yeah, and probably I would say turn 4 is where he'll crash. See, Freedomator, Ricardo Stenhouse. I hope he wins, honestly. Yeah, it'll be interesting. And it'll definitely give some a spark to JDD Daughtery Racing. That's for sure. Let's see. The news says, I think HMS needs a veteran to help the young guns. Well, yes, but, I mean, Johnson's been with the team for so long. You know what I mean? Like Johnson's like the veteran that's been with them for like the past 3 years, and you see the results that you have. I mean, Johnson, of course, now winning races, and then Chase Elliott really being the GOAT of Hendrick Motorsports so far. So, I don't know. I really don't know. Racing Fan 99 originally had Keselowski going to the 48 earlier in the year, but I have Eric Jones in that 48. Yeah, all the arrows seem to point toward Eric Jones going into the 48 car next year. I hope not. I hope there's some wild card, silly season twist, and it's Eric Jones not in the 48, but we'll just see how that goes. See, Freedomator, I believe Priest gets kicked from JDG, LaJoie gets the 37, Briscoe gets the 32, and Priest goes down to the 98. See, okay. Yeah, I definitely 100% agree with you on that. And I think it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know specifically who said it, but like that seems to be like the general vibe that everyone is saying. I just wish there's some, again, huge wild card that comes into play. Like something out of nowhere, and I'm just waiting for Adam Stern to just have a nice good old bomb drop. And instead of Eric Jones going to the 48, as we said, like Corey LaJoie goes to the 48 or something like that, so that like what you said, Freedomator, because I mean it's probably gonna happen, but it's just like, come on, let's throw a little anarchy into the mix, if you will. Let's see. Motorsports Fan 17. Roush Fenway Racing needs to start getting back up to speed because this is rock bottom for RFR. Yeah, this is definitely the lowest for sure. I would maybe say 2018 might be worse, just because you had Trevor Bayne along with Stenhouse. Yeah, and neither team won, and then Trevor Bayne, if I need to do some research here, Trevor Bayne, where did he finish in points in 2018? It is really low. I think it was low 20s, I wanted to say. Here, I want to make sure I fact check myself here. Let's see. View expanded 2018. I'm on Racing Reference, by the way. Yeah, Trevor Bayne was, well, okay, duh. Trevor Bayne was 31st, but he didn't run all the races. That's right. Matt Kenseth, who actually finished 32nd, ran 15 races in the six car. And then Stenhouse was 18th in standings. That's right. That's right. So it'll be interesting to see how that all goes down here. So let's see what we got here. NASCAR Fan 918. Have you ever watched WWE before? That's a good question. So my history with WWE is a little interesting, to say the least. I had two stints of watching WWE. The first stint was kind of like in the early 2000s, and that was when like Goldberg and Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin were out there doing their thing. And then I think there was a little bit of a lull. Like me and my older brother did not watch WWE for a while. And then in like the mid to later 2000s, we got back into it pretty hard too. We got, yeah, that was when John Cena was at his height. Batista was there. Triple H. Let's see, Kurt Angle, Undertaker, Big Show, Umaga. And then you had like Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit. And that was really fun and interesting. It was when, what was his name? CM Punk. It was when CM Punk came into WWE. That was when me and my older brother kind of stopped watching WWE. It wasn't because of CM Punk. It was just kind of the times. And also, that was when me and him were getting into high school. And, yeah, we never really looked back after that. Yeah, I know that the WWE logo changed. I know that Triple H is like a general manager now or something like that. I know there's this like PG era thing where they don't have like blood or any of that fun stuff. It's pretty more dramatized, if you will. And honestly, I'm not really a fan of that now. So, yeah, hopefully that answers your question. Let's see. Shazane Rain 2448. Hey, Griff. Yeah, I think you've been around for a while. If I remember correctly, I think I answered some of your questions back in like 2017 when I first did the Ask Me Anythings. Motorsports Fan 17. And of course, Matt Kenseth came in and replaced Bane Bin in the 6 car in 2018. Yep. Yeah, I mentioned that Trevor Bayne or Matt Kenseth replaced Trevor Bayne in the 6. So yeah, Roush, what's happened, man? You got the 6 and the 17, and it's funny because I think there was like speculation that apparently Roush has more interest in a third Cup car versus bringing back the Xfinity Series team. It'd be interesting who would drive that car if you want a rookie or a veteran, what number, what sponsors, etc. I think it'd be fun. All right. I like donuts. He said 31st. Yep, that was for Trevor Bayne. Yeah, Attitude Era. I think you were saying Attitude Era. Yeah, and then he also just said Triple H is married to Vince McMahon's daughter. Yeah, Stephanie McMahon, I believe is her name. So, Racing Fan 99 asks, what track is your favorite on the NASCAR schedule? Just trying to think. There's not really one that really stands out in my mind. I'm just trying to think of some of my favorites. Bristol is great because of like it's fast, but it's also very close racing. I love Daytona and Talladega, of course, because of the close racing. Trying to think what else. I have a soft spot for Kansas, just because I've been to a couple of the races there, and some of the racing there is good, to say the least. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of what others. I definitely like those like fast tracks where they give you the opportunity to really go like fast, if you will. Like Kansas, one example. I would maybe throw Las Vegas up there too. I like that track too. I like the architecture of that track. And then of course I'm a sucker for Iowa as well. So because that's kind of my home track, and just the layout is very resemblant to Pikes Peak. But yeah, you didn't say specifically Cup, so yeah. Let's see. JD's diecast. What is the most underrated crash that I remember? Underrated, huh? That's a good question. So underrated. Underrated. I don't know. I don't know. I just I don't necessarily like I guess put together like underrated with a crash per se. It's not bad. It's just I never really I guess I never really thought of it that way. That's actually a really good question. And you have an answer. Mine is easy. Talladega. Oh, for the favorite tracks. That's right. Okay. I keep forgetting that this stream is on a bit of a delay on you guys, and so it's like 15, 20 seconds like later. So that's right. I keep forgetting about that. But going back to Rex though. Okay. I don't. It's not like one answer, but so the fun fact that I'm always like always kind of draw to is in 2003 there are several like 7 car wrecks that happen throughout the year. And I won't go through them all because again I want to answer your guys' questions. But like it's so crazy because like Las Vegas, you had a 7 car crash. You Darlington, you had two 7 car crashes at the Southern 500. Indy, there was a 7 car crash. The Daytona Night Race, there was a 7 car crash. The second Talladega race, there was a 7 car crash. And I just thought it was so weird. And I was like, yeah, anywhere between like 6 to 8 cars involved in all the crashes. Nothing too crazy or severe, but it's like we don't really like talk about those, and just the fact how it's like again like 7 cars. So yeah, it's really interesting. NXR videos. Hey, how's it going? If you have a question, please go ahead and throw it in the comment or in the yeah in the chat. Freedom Mater going back to the tracks, saying he freaking loved Darlington, man. That absolutely one of my favorite tracks. So yes, but I think the words the package that the Cup Series runs at now with the high downforce, I just don't think that works. I think Darlington is one of those tracks, like even though technically it's above a mile, it should have the small spoiler package. And what really proved that to me was the finish to the Xfinity race earlier this year between Briscoe and Kyle Busch. That was that was some really good racing by both of them. And then, of course, I'm a sucker because Chase Briscoe, one of my favorite drivers, won the race. So, yeah, let's make sure that is popped up good. Let's see. Diehard 8838, Kurt Busch 2017 Indy. Oh, sure. Yeah, that wreck where, I think it was Kurt Busch almost hit the inside pit wall. Or Boyer. Yeah, one of them hit the inside, or almost hit the inside pit wall. That was, yeah, it was a terrifying crash. I wouldn't consider it underrated, but yeah, no, that was definitely a big crash for sure. Let's see, what else you guys got? Doritos and Mountain Dew asks, what's one never finished project of yours that you'd like to see someone else finish? See, that's very interesting, how you word that. So, I don't know if it's selfish of me, but it's if there's a project that I started on, I want to finish it, if that makes sense. So going back to the Dale Earnhardt series, because I know a few people have expressed interest of continuing the series, if you will. The way I see it is any of you guys are okay to continue that series. It's just how going back to animation, how when a show is finished and there's fan episodes or whatever where fans can create an episode or whatever. That's kind of how I feel with you guys creating it, because it's you guys don't have to wait for me to finish the series, which I honestly don't think I'm going to. But you guys are fine with thinking what would happen, and I believe Alex Gray, the former co-host of this podcast, I think he did 2017 through 2019 of what he thought would happen if Dale Earnhardt was still alive. And no, it's good. It's cool because it's a very interesting take on the whole situation. And that's the thing I love is I want to see what everybody's take is because it's I started something, but then I want to see what you guys would want to do with it moving forward. But yeah, I don't know. I just like yeah, I mean otherwise if there's something that I'm like really like passionate about continuing, like I'll do it on my own. But of course just kind of where I'm at right now, I can't necessarily do that. But the hope is once I get Grift Out Productions more running and making it more what's the word I'm looking for? Not yeah, more stable, if you will. That would be fantastic, and I would then work on like those projects then. So hopefully that answers your question. Doritos and Mountain Dew. Let's see. Going back to the underrated crash, Freedomator said most underrated crash I remember was in the 2010 Trucks finale at Homestead when John Jackson struck the end of the pit wall. Red flag for about an hour to hour and a half to replace the barrels. Ah, I actually don't remember that. Hold on. Let me see if there's some images of this. John Jackson Homestead. I actually don't remember this. A bunch of houses. Okay, that's cool. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Hmm. How did I not know about that? I mean, I might have. I guess I just forgot about it. But that's a good question or a good call. All right. Matt1854. What's your favorite Steven Universe character? JD's Diecast. Your response is actually mine. Lapis Lazuli is my favorite. And honestly, the thing is, like me and her, like character wise, definitely it's kind of the same to a degree. And yeah, I mean, just the vibe is definitely a lot more kind of the same. And recently, I just rewatched the episode where Lapis Lazuli was not created, but like she came out of the mirror. Yeah, it's definitely season one. Steven Universe is very interesting to say the least. But yeah, Lapis Lazuli is definitely one of my favorites for sure. And yeah, yeah. I also like Pearl. I like the fact that she's like more of like a motherly character. I definitely like her. I like Amethyst as well. Definitely, she's, and I definitely like all the gems for sure. So yeah, if you guys want to ask me more questions about Steven Universe, you guys are more than welcome to do so. So let's see, JM Racing Network. Not a question, but you inspired me to make Intertel something awesome. No, that's great. Like that, I'm so glad that I am able to inspire people to get into Inner 2003 because honestly, the way I see it, like, okay, so this no one has asked this question, but if anyone were to ask me, like, if I were to create a video game, like, what would it be like? To a degree, it would be like Inner 2003, but take it to like today's graphics. But the biggest thing is just the opportunity to create, like being able to create your own mods, create your own tracks, create any paint scheme you want without using like a template. But you can also have templates as well to, like if you need like a start off point, because there's sometimes where I would need that. Excuse me, where it's like I need like a template to really push me or to really like set forward like an idea. But yeah, I definitely like if you can create or have the option to create whatever and then simulate it, like have an option to simulate because like I know with like NASCAR Heat 5 you can only race, and I mean you could technically like watch like online races, but what if sometimes you just want to like watch like a race? And I've done that a few times on NR 2003 where like I would not race myself and I would just like, for example, a few months ago, just for giggles, I used the newest like Auto Club track, and I kind of like changed the I settings so that it was kind of resembles the 2019 package, and it was a good race too. Eric Jones barely beat Kyle Busch in that race, so yeah, no, I definitely, you guys definitely keep making that Inner 2003 content, and that's awesome. All right, let's see here. JD's Diecast says, I'm trying to download NR 2003. If I do download it, I'll do a Piston Cup series and a What If Dylan Hurt was still alive series. Yeah, as I said before, like just the idea of other people creating like their own version of What If Dylan Hurt still alive. Because I mean, like, my version is not like the end all. It's not like that is what's going to happen. It's just with my like alternate history ideas, it's like I want to like take them to the next level. And again, once I can finally get Grift Out Productions rolling again, that's the hope and goal, is to be able to do that. All right, let's see what you got here. And the 2013 Cup Series. Okay. Let's see. Matt 104 said same JD. Oh, probably going back to the Steven Universe character. Soft spot for 2013. Let's see. Going back to the underrated crash. And by the way, yeah, you guys go ahead and keep asking away questions here just to keep the content rolling. Let's see. But Racing Fan 99 mentioned going back to the underrated crash. The most underrated crash, in my opinion, was the 2014 huge one at the Coke 0400. Yeah, and the fact that no one really talks about the fact that Kyle Busch flipped in that wreck. It was very lazy. It was just a simple just whop. But yeah, no, it's with blah blah blah. Yeah, no, I like that too. I like that crash. So let's see here. JD's Diecast agrees with me, saying I've never heard about the John Jackson wreck. I'll go look it up real quick. Yeah, 2010 Homestead John Jackson. Like I looked it up on Google Images, and it's like, oh yeah. Let's see here. So Matt1854 said nice script dogs. The same for me. Oh, I think going back to the Lapis, the Steven Universe character. Doritos and Mountain Dew. Here we go. He asks, "What is your favorite SpongeBob episode, and why? Why is it Band Geeks?" I wouldn't say it's my favorite. It's one of my favorites. That's funny. Oh, what's that one quote? How does that go? Well, maybe we wouldn't be playing so bad if or some of our big meaty claws. What do you say, punk? Big meaty claws. Well, these claws ain't just for attracting mates. Bring it on, old man. Bring it on. And then SpongeBob, now people, maybe we should bring it off. And then the random fish is like, oh, so now the talking cheese is gonna preach to us. And I was like, what the flip, fish? Why do you have to be so mean? Like, you weren't even part of it in the first place. And then they all were fighting each other, and SpongeBob had a hand and arm, and yeah, it's weird. It's weird, but it's great. But so one episode that comes to mind that I really enjoy was Squidville, the episode where Squidward leaves SpongeBob and Patrick to live in like this community of Squidwards, or people that look like Squidwards. And then the quote I always keep saying is, "Playing with a reef blower? That is the most childish thing I've ever heard of. But it's fun. Huh, what's so fun about playing with one of those oversized hair dryers? Like this. No, give it back, please. Don't. I'm weird. It's okay. It's okay. This is a judgment-free zone. It's okay to be weird here." Caleb Lanou asks, "Do you watch MLB baseball?" No, baseball never interested me. The only real, I guess, part of baseball that I was, I guess, associated with, if you will, was back in kindergarten and first grade. I did a t-ball, not t-ball, like it was. I don't know. I don't. It's not t-ball because the pitcher still threw the ball like at us, but I'm trying to think what it was called. It was like a softball type league, and I was the White Sox on that team. And so because of that, ever since, like if there is a team I would root for, quote unquote, it would be the Chicago White Sox. Because at the time I had like a cute little White Sox jersey. I was number 14, so Tony Stewart, and yeah, I guess that was my only real association with that. So, hey, Sonic Rules 831. Hope you're doing well, bud. If you want to ask a question, you are more than welcome to do so. Yeah, and so we're at, let's see, we got 10 viewers so far. So yeah, hopefully we can get some more people here in the podcast just to kind of talk about that. And yeah, and hopefully we can continue this conversation here. So let's see here. JD's Diecast, who's your favorite IndyCar driver? Are you talking present or all time? That's another good question. I'm gonna cheat a little bit for a second. I'm sorry, I'm not a big. The only real form of motorsports I really am interested in is NASCAR. So, okay. I'll step back 1 second. I did watch the Indy 500, and so yeah, I like Takuma Sato. He's cool. I like him. Graham Rahal. I don't know. There's something about Graham that definitely gives off a good vibe that I like. I also like Colton Herta, and then also Marco Andretti. I don't know. Like, I've heard, yeah, because Marco has been racing in IndyCar for, oh boy, like 14 years or so. Ah, man, I wish he would have won the Indy 500, but unfortunately he did not. I like Tony Kanaan. He's also cool too. Not really a fan of Scott Dixon though. I don't know. He kind of gives me those Jimmy Johnson vibes. And so you did say both all time and present. Okay. Um, yeah. So as I said, I have my big three, if you will. I would probably say Tony Kanaan, Colton Herta, and Marco Andretti. I think I'll go with that. And then I'm going to continue to cheat here for a hot minute. And Greg Ray. Greg Ray, Buddy Lazier, and Eddie Cheever Jr. Those guys. And a big reason why is because those were like the first drivers I really got to know through IROC. And yeah, no, like so more specifically, Greg Ray, Eddie Cheever Jr., and Mark Dismore. Those were like the three like IndyCar drivers that I first really got to know of before being more informed about IndyCar, if you will. So, all right, let me just take 1 second here, drink some water, drink some Sprite. I think I might go here for maybe another half an hour or so. I got a Sprite here. The point of the Sprite is to hopefully help clear the throat. I don't know if that'll actually work or not, but hey, it is what it is. All right, so yeah, we'll keep going here for a little while longer. So let's see. Caleb Lanoux asks, do you think Jimmy Johnson will get into the playoffs tonight? I think so, and he'll race his way in too. I don't think he'll win. I think of the three, DiBenedetto, Byron, and Johnson, I think that William Byron will be the one that will have the struggles. I think DiBenedetto will just get in. I think Johnson will just get in. And then I mentioned it earlier in the podcast, but I think that Stenhouse will be the one to pull the upset and will win tonight at Daytona. Yeah. JD's Diecast favorites right now is Felix Rosenquist, but all time is Helio Castroneves. He's cool. Yeah, I don't mind Castroneves. Yeah, he definitely seems like a very chill guy. Is he doing any more Indy racing? I don't know. Anyway, Racing Fan 99 says, never really gone to IndyCar, more of an F1 and NASCAR fan. See, I've never gone to F1 either. I don't know what it is. It just never interested me. I don't know. It could be the fact that it's only like 20 car fields or, 22 car fields. Maybe that would be the case. So, yeah. So, I've definitely go ahead and throw some more questions my way, please, just to get the. How is the weather, by the way? I'm very, very skeptical about the weather, and exactly how is I don't think. I honestly do not think that words. I don't think they're going to race tonight. I honestly don't. I honestly do not think so because Florida weather, especially nowadays, is so weird. Because like 1 minute it'll be sunny as heck, and then the other minute it's going to be thunderstorms, and all of a sudden another hurricane is going to hit Daytona, if you will. Let's see here. JM Racing Network. What if Arie Luyendyk Jr. attempted NASCAR? Was there any like research or anything, or what did anything happen in the past where he did bring interest into NASCAR? I think it would be cool if Luyendyk could. And honestly, just like one idea that always like interested me, and I'm very surprised not more drivers do this. But I really wish that more like IndyCar drivers would have made attempts in like the Brickyard 400. I think it would have been cool. Like if Arie Luyendyk maybe like did like the Brickyard 400 for, I don't know, Penske Racing, let's just say, for example. I don't know. I think it would be cool. Sonic Rules 831, Daytona winner, the weather. Yeah, and I mean, again, I don't know exactly. Yeah, I don't know if the weather is really going to be an issue tonight. I hope not, but I'm kind of pessimistic, and I'm kind of preparing for for it to happen. So, all right, well, let's see here. Caleb Lanoux asks, do you think Kyle Busch will get a win this season if he stays clean? Because he's been good when he stays out of trouble, wrecks, and mechanical issues. I think so. I could see Kyle Busch either pull a Kyle Busch of 2015 or a Tony Stewart 2011. where once the playoffs hit, he'll be great. Now, one thing I'm curious about, and I'm gonna go ahead and look. I'm gonna look at the point standings here now. How far is Kyle Busch above the cutoff line? Just out of curiosity. Excuse me. Let's see. Kyle Busch is he's ninth in points. Or hold on, not ninth. Sorry. Well, 12th. Let's see. 719. Oh, so I think he's good on points then. I wonder if there's a graphic out there saying who's all like technically in. So never mind. But yeah, I would say Kyle Busch. I could see him getting into the round of 8, but I don't think he'll be in the championship 4. So yeah, so we only got 10 viewers so far. So interesting. Yeah, Kyle Busch is locked in on points. He's in the playoffs. That's okay. That sounds about right. Yeah. Well, if you guys go ahead and keep asking more questions, I definitely am good here for a while. But if there's not going to be really many other questions, I might have to end this early, which kind of stinks because I was kind of hoping for a better turnout. But yeah, I don't know. Definitely it's something to deal with. Let's see here. Just looking at the Bob Pockris tweet 2 hours before the green flag, heavy stuff avoiding the racetrack. Just rain can just stop. That'd be greatly appreciated. Yeah, let's see here. Let's see, what you guys are saying? JD's diecast, Clint Boyer is not yet locked in. Oh, that's interesting. So Clint Boyer might have a shot at not making it. So can you imagine him wrecking on like lap 1? Let's see. Caleb Lanu says the weather tonight doesn't look promising. Rain and possible thunderstorms. Yeah. And that's such a shame because the plan was tonight I was actually going to go back, visit my folks, and we were going to watch the race as a family tonight. But if that ain't going to happen, there's really no point in heading over there. So, Jimmy Johnson, Griff, we miss you already on Discord. Yeah, I definitely miss you guys too. So if you guys didn't know or cared, I did have a Discord server. I was running one, but then last night I decided to shut it down just to kind of help take care of myself, just mentally. And honestly, I don't mind like these types of streams, like where I kind of sit down or stand up and talk to you guys. I don't mind that, but it's just like again, it's like I can't do like a constant schedule because it's like next Saturday, it's like I have to do one, and it's like I want to do it. I want to trigger Sprite. But yeah, I definitely miss you guys on Discord. There's definitely other Discord servers that are good, if not better. I gotta get the Sprite logo there, so like that. Better. Good, better, bear. Alright, Racing Fan 99 asks, do you think Eric Almirola will make the round of 8? No, I don't think so. I don't think he's having as good of a season as like 2018. I think if he has any shot of getting into the round of 8, he'll have to win Talladega. I think that's the only way for him to get into the round of 8. Otherwise, let's go back to the points for a second here. Because right now, Almirola is 11th. Oh, wow. Cool custard. Oh, yeah, that's right. Never mind. Yeah, so Almirola is 11th. Yeah, it'll be a miracle for him to get into the round of 4 or championship 4, if not more sooner. Let's see here. Jimmy Johnson Roblox says, also, there's a point in going over to your folks. Spend time with them before it's too late. Yeah. No, I've definitely been thinking about a lot about that too, for sure. So, no, good point, Jimmy Johnson 07 Roblox. Freedomator says, yeah, you're good, man. Discord can be stressful. I would know. Do what's best for you. That's all that matters to us. Yeah. And that's kind of why I've made all of these kind of changes here. And again, I do apologize to you guys and thank you guys again for sticking around. Hopefully, I can take some time here, stay away from caffeine, because, I don't know like how old you guys or how much time you've spent with caffeine, but like if you have at least one Monster Energy drink every single day for the past 3 years, it ain't good. It ain't going good at all. So let's see here. Let's see what else do you guys got. Okay, we got a couple of questions here, but yeah, please keep it up here. I gotta get the content somehow, right? Let's see. What do we got? JD's Diecast asks, who was the greatest driver, in my opinion, to not win a championship? Mark Martin. I am pretty committed to Mark Martin. I know there's an argument for Denny Hamlin, but honestly, Mark has gotten so close, finishing second 5 times, and in 4 of those, or was it 4 or 3? Like it was in the original point format. So Mark Martin definitely needs to, or he should be, or words. That's my opinion. Shazan Rain 2448 asks thoughts on Kurt Busch or Ryan Reed. Kurt Busch is alright. He's grown on me, but I definitely did not like him back in the mid 2000s. Yeah, I especially did not like him when he started running Busch races in 2006. That was a little, but as I said, Kurt's really grown on me, and yeah, he's one of the older dudes of the sport that I appreciate. Ryan Reed, I kind of wish that he had more potential. Or let me rephrase that. I know he had like the sponsorship from like Lily's Diabetes and whatnot, but he seemed like a legit dude. And I know, of course, he only won like the Daytona races, but I want to see him run just a few Cup races just to see if he could do better on a Cup car or not. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't have any real ill will, I guess, against Ryan Reed. Let's see here. GD's Diecast says Almirola is the highest driver in points with no wins. Okay, that makes sense. Championship seasons, bad weather 2020. Yeah, that seems about right. Yeah, weather has really not been kind to NASCAR at all. And global warming could possibly be the reason for that, but who knows. How's it going, Griff Dog? Hey, Isaac. How's it going, bud? Hope you're doing well in North Carolina. I'm doing all right here. Just trying to take care of myself and, answering you guys' questions and having some good old down-to-earth conversations. You know what I mean? Let's see. JD's Diecast. Who's a forgotten driver you remember from the 2010s decade? And he has a few. Max Gresham, Cameron Haley, Carlos Contreras, Miguel Beludo, and Danny Eflin. Forgotten. I mean, it's hard to remember because I kind of forgot about them. Here, I'm gonna go into my cheat sheets again here with Racing Reference, and let's go ahead and let's go to the 2011 point standings for Cup here. Let's see who are some drivers. It's like Dave Blaney a little bit. Yeah, he did some races in the early 2010s. Almost won the 2012 Daytona 500. So we got that. Let's see. TJ Bell is one. Let's see here. Brian Keselowski was another one. Let's see here. Oh, that's interesting. Joe Nemechek ran all the races in 2011, yet did not run for points. That's interesting. Who are some others? Jason White is on there. Robert Richardson Jr. is one. Excuse me. A couple of drivers. Okay. Caleb Lanoux. What are my thoughts on Michael Marutz? Don't really know the guy that much. I don't really watch his videos. I know he does like the live streams, and I know he did core racing last season. Yeah, I don't really know him, so I don't really have, I guess, enough of an opinion to really express one. So, let's see here. Isaac asks, what's your favorite sponsor for NASCAR? I would say the Nabisco products. And this is one that's been consistent for a while. The Ritz cars, the Oreo cars, and the Nilla Wafer cars are always my favorite. And so, yeah, my favorite sponsor, paint scheme that Matt Kenseth ever drove was in 2008 in the Nationwide Series where he drove the Ritz car. There was something about that mix of reds and blues on the Ritz. It's just, chef's kiss. It was wonderful. I love it. So, yeah, Matthew Snyder, how's it going, bud? Thank you for joining this live stream, and you get to see my ugly face. He asks, who do you think will win the championship? Okay, I'm gonna play the whole who do I think versus who do I like. Who do I think? I would say Kevin Harvick. I think he is on a hot streak right now. Who do I like? Ryan Blaney. I Man, I feel so bad for the guy because he had such a good start, but then COVID is like, haha, nope. And then yeah, and now he's kind of been struggling since. And I mean, he's had good runs too, but then just stuff would nip him in the bud and would kind of screw him over. So yeah, James Busher and Andy Lally. Yeah, whatever happened to James Busher? Man, he was doing so good, and then he kind of just fell off the face of the earth. I mean, he won the championship for crying out loud in the Truck Series. So, and then Rico Abreu. No, I remember Rico. Yeah, he's doing some more racing in like in the sprint cars. So, no, haven't forgot about Rico. Racing Fan 99. I honestly think it's going to be Harvick versus Hamlin versus Logano. Whoever that fourth driver is Ryan Blaney. Uh, no, I could see Truex going in there and kind of sneaking his way in soon. So Jimmy Johnson likes to vibe on the Ritz car. I do like to vibe on the Ritz car. So, geez, Zcast, I'm gonna go eat dinner. Peace out, y'all. Thank you for stopping by, man. Just trying to stay afloat here with 11 viewers. So thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. Let's see. Peace. Peace. All right. GM Racing Network, Cale Gale. Yep, but never forget how he beat out Kyle Busch in 2012. I'm gonna fact check myself. Sorry, I gotta get my facts right, guys. You know, I think it was 2012 when Cale. Yeah, okay, that's right. Cale Gale wins it by a foot. Let's see here. Caleb Lanou. Okay, thank you for the question. Caleb Lanou asks, "Do I like fishing?" A little bit when I was a kid. So back in like fifth grade, when I lived up in northern Minnesota, we lived on a cabin by a lake, and me, my older brother, and my dad would go out into the dock and we would fish, and we would get like small stuff like sunfish and perch and bass. Um, I guess the part I enjoyed was just kind of being with the family. But I was never a fan of like putting the hook on and putting like the worm on the hook, and when we got your fish like they're just so slimy. So I don't think I'll do it anytime soon. But I did have some good memories from fishing. So no, thank you for asking that. Let's see. James Busher is in real estate. It's free real estate. Yeah, I love that meme. NASCAR UT fan. Hey, how's it going? You were in the voice chat last night before I shut down the Discord. Hope you're doing well, bud. So yeah, it seems pretty dead. It stinks because it's like I kind of wanted this to be like a bit of like a pre-race show, if you will. But yeah, it's not really going the way I was hoping it would go, which is such a shame. But yeah, I'm probably gonna end here in a couple of minutes here, 10 minutes. So if you guys got any, I guess, questions, if you will, you guys are more than welcome to do so. But yeah, no, it's very interesting for sure. Um, yeah, go, come on, guys, ask me some questions. I gotta get that content. But yeah, it's just trying to think here what else to say. Except it's Daytona, but it's probably not going to happen because of. Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Eric is also doing a live stream at the same time as me? Well, that's why everyone is gone. Oh, that makes me upset. All right. So Eric's doing the same thing. Yeah, that's great. Okay. How many views does he have here? Yeah. Let's see. How is he doing right now? He has, yeah, 566 views. Yeah, or people are watching him. Okay. There's really no point in doing this then, because like everybody else is watching that. That's so yuck. That's disgusting here. I Like Donuts is back. What do you think will win tonight? UT fan asks. I say Ricky Stenhouse. I think he's going to come out of nowhere and win. And yeah, he will win. Isaac Zakayowicz, Isaac S says it's been good times. It has been good times for sure. Jimmy Johnson Roblox. Come on, Griff Dog. Let me whisper in your ear. I'm gonna tell you something you might like to hear.
It's be real estate.
There you go. Is that what you guys want to hear? The content. Racing Fan 99 asks, which paint scheme have I liked the best this year? I'm a sucker for the M&M schemes. Kyle Busch falls under the category of paint schemes that and words. Like, I'm still not really a big fan of him, but the cars are beautiful. And so the Fudge Brownie paint scheme is my favorite, for sure. Might get it in the 124 scale, but we'll see. But yeah. Rain, yes. Gotta love rain, that's for sure. Caleb Anu, Super Speedway exists. Justin Haley,
It's be real estate.
Doritos and Mountain Dew asks, will you watch SRX next year? Probably. Depends if it'll be on television. If it's going to be on CBS, I think so. But if it's going to be on like that CBS Sports Network, there's like no way of me able to watch it unless I watch it like illegally on Twitch. So yeah, we'll see. Big oofs in chat for sure from I Like Donuts. Shazane Rain 2448 asks, which car model do you think the three manufacturers should have chosen over the current models? Uh, I I kind of don't care about that, honestly. Like, I don't know. I'm not much of a car guy. Fun fact. I just think they're pretty. Um, I really don't have an opinion. The only thing I would maybe say is if the Toyota Supra goes to Cup, maybe. Otherwise, I really, again, I don't have an opinion. Well, you gotta have an opinion. Well, I don't. Um, JM Racing says stay live, Griff. Well, okay, like Eric freaking is doing the same thing I'm doing, and he has like 639 like people, and it's like everyone's gonna watch him. Uh, I know I really shouldn't compare him to me just because we're on different like wavelengths. But still, because it's like I want to have like a nice, healthy conversation with you guys. But it's like if I'm not getting that many questions, it's like there's really no point. So I don't know. I'll keep answering a few of your guys' questions. I mean, if questions keep coming, I'll still answer them. But if it seems pretty dead, then really there's no point. Bleh. Let's see. Isaac asks, which car will get last tonight? William Byron. Yeah, just for giggles, I would say William Byron is going to be the one. Uh, I'm going to probably trigger someone, but yeah, I think so. Jimmy Johnson Roblox asks, Griff, will you still be on Noah Sweet's Discord server from time to time? I think so. Yeah, it gives me because again, one reason why I stopped the my own Discord was because of just responsibility and having to be responsible for like making sure no one like puts porn on my Discord server and I have to like ban them or whatever case may be. But yeah, going into like Noah's server and just to kind of chill or whatever case may be, I'm down for that. I could definitely do that sometime in the future for sure. Let's see. Words. I should get that in a as a shirt. Yeah, because sometimes words fail me because anxiety. Anxiety, and still trying to not drink as much caffeine, and yeah, gotta get that pressure to be perfect all the time, which I know is not really the case. NASCAR UT fan asks, "What's my favorite throwback so far?" Probably the Hendrick ones, and if there's one specific one that I really like, I like Chase Elliott's throwback. Yeah, Johnson's scheme from 2009, I actually really dig that scheme, and how it fits on Chase's car is spot on. I'm definitely a big fan of that. Let's see. Can you do ASCMR? I think you were trying to say ASMR, which is the whole like, if I go right up to the mic here and you get to hear the sweet, sweet voice of Griff Dog Productions. This is Griff Dog Productions here on KRRX 1037 The Griff. Welcome here, and you're going to hear the sweet, sweet, sweet sounds of Griffin Spear, aka Griff Dog. I love doing that, but I won't do that all the time. That's for sure. Let's see. Racing Fan 99 says, I would love to see a Toyota Supra in the Cup Series. Yeah, I like the design of the car. The only thing I would have to say though to make it work is that the next gen car must be bigger, in my opinion. I think it has to be a little bit longer, kind of like the Xfinity car. But yeah. Sonic Rules A31 asks, what new manufacturers would you want to see join NASCAR, or do you want to see new manufacturers enter the sport? First off, I would definitely want to see. Bleh. I'm not gonna say it. Ah, shoot. JM Racing Network. I'm now totally like paranoid about that. I'm not gonna say that. Dodge. I would love to see Dodge come back. Honda. I would love to see Honda enter the sport. It would be really cool if I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say words. Even though I just said it right there. If in Formula One, you know how like it seems like every car in Formula One is by a different manufacturer. What if you had that in Cup? You know, so like Dodge, Ford, Chevy, Honda, Nissan, Mazda, Toyota, Pontiac, GMC. Throw Jeep in there because why not? Every manufacturer has like two cars in there. That'd be a what if you will. Um, excuse me. Khalil the News message is retracted. Shame, because I wanted to see what your response or what your words were. Josine Rain 2448, favorite car painted for Inter 2003. I need to look back and see all the cars are painted, but I would say off the bat, I would say the Rob Moroso car I painted for One More Spark 2001, the 82 Mountain Dew car. The thing I loved about that car was like I took the can that was back in the day and I took like the mountains and stuff and I kind of like extended it across the entire car. That and then plus the number 82, it's like I just think it was a fun little like combination for sure. NASCAR bracket breakdown reunite. That was a year ago, wasn't it? Yeah, I remember that last year when you tried doing the like podcasting and we talked about like the podcast and we broke it down. We'll see. I mean, I still need to take care of myself, but if you want to throw DM later or something like that, we could talk about it. But I don't know. I'm not too sure right now. Jimmy Johnson 07 Roblox asks, "Oh Lord, I might have to log off right now. The thunder is getting worse." Oh, you got a thunderstorm in your area? Okay. Yeah, stay safe. That's for sure. Matthew Snyder is laughing his butt off. That's good. Oh, lightning strikes for Johnson. All right. Well, keep us posted. Hopefully you'll be all right here. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on here for, but yeah. Eric, 700 views. I know I shouldn't. I shouldn't compare myself to him. Anyway, Isaac asks, "Are there any rookie drivers you expect to be big in the coming year?" See, Isaac, you have great questions, and I appreciate you for that. Um, any rookie drivers I expect them to be big in the coming years? Noah Gregson, the pen boy, the driver of the 9 car in the Xfinity Series. I think that he could be something huge, hopefully, maybe. Who else? I like Chase Briscoe because he's kind of worked his butt off to get to where he's at now, and I could definitely see him being very legit. Who else could I see being kind of big? Someone from trucks. How about that? Sheldon Creed. I think if Sheldon Creed has the right equipment and he's with the right people, I think that Sheldon Creed could definitely be something for sure. All right, I think we'll go ahead and I'll answer a few more questions here, and then I think I'm gonna get off here. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if it's only like 11, which is, yeah, I don't know, just not entirely. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see how things go. But next question from Caleb Lanu asks, "Do you think Kyle Busch will rebound next year after this season's disappointment?" I think so. I think he's just having a sophomore slump, or what did Black Lives Matter call it? A championship hangover. I think he's just in the middle of going through that right now, and I think next year he will be better. So I think so. Sonic Rules 831 going to, or he's continuing from what we're talking about the manufacturers, or like each manufacturer sticks to one team. Chevy for Hendrick, Ford for Penske, Honda for Ganassi. Oh, I can see that. That'd be interesting. Um, Yeah, and I think well, one upside of that is you won't be able to have those alliances with other teams. So I could see that for sure. Um, NASCAR YouTube fan, favorite paint scheme of all time. I don't know if I would say all time, if I could pick one specifically, but one that definitely comes to mind. Here we go. This car right here. Elliott Sellers 2003 M&M's car. Let's see here. Camera. There we go. Yeah. Just something about it being like fully yellow, but then you get like the mix of the colors, like all the different colors on here too. I am a huge fan of that. So, yeah. Now, again, I don't know if I would consider it my number one, but if there's one that's definitely, uh, yeah, it's definitely, I love that car for sure. So, Isaac says, I could see Sheldon Creed popping off. Yeah, he's got a nice mullet going on too. So, yeah, Crazy Fan 99 is heading out. Thank you so much for stopping by. Greatly appreciate it. Shazane Rain 2448 says, thanks for reviewing my DoorDash car on Stenod. Meant a lot from coming. That's right. And you know why I reviewed it? It's because I downloaded it. Yeah, that's right. Because I had like a. Ooh, don't do that. Yeah, no, I remembered that. So, yeah. All right, you know what? I think I'm going to end here. Yeah, unfortunately, this did not go off as well as I thought. I'll keep you guys posted on when the next Q&A is going to happen. This is going to replace the podcast for the time being, but there might become a time in the future where it's like if I wanted to talk about something more in depth, I might do that then. But as I said, nothing is set in stone, and I'll keep you guys posted. So, yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stop here. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and this is Griff Dog saying so long. Until next time. And outro.